I just, we've got the lobby ready. We're good. I hope that that the Spanish and the Brazilian casters have a series. I don't see
Yeah.
them in the lobby, so I'm not too sure.
If not, tough luck. This is ours.
I hope they're good. Hope they're good. All right,
They
here we
might have to
go.
hop in game too.
Yeah,
But
it's a
first
nice
map,
one.
Eternal Empire.
We've seen a lot of Eternal Empire today.
Yeah, I think that's all we've seen today. Maybe like one or two other maps, but I guess Eternal Empire is like, the map. I guess it depends who picks first. I wonder if it's Zerg's picking this map or Terran's. I would assume Zerg picks this map. It's good for mutas. But spawning here in the top right-hand corner, first game here we will be seeing of this best of 3 series playing for Alpha X. It is the Blue Terran Sinner from Mexico.
Meanwhile, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Brazil as well as Black Knight Gaming. He is the Zerg player. He is Erik. Solid
Yeah, it's
top.
gonna be an epic game. I just hope Sinner doesn't get crushed. I hope this is like a solid game here.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Where Erik, we talk about this a lot of times when it comes to the Latin American scene, where there are like tiers of player.
Yeah.
And Sinner is up there, but Erik, he can be on another level. Like he's not quite like special or Kelazur or Cham, but like he's still like one of the best.
Yeah,
in
he's
the region.
right on the cusp.
Yeah. Which is exciting to see because Erik, like he's on that cusp. He's playing consistently in these online events. He's practicing. He's looking to get better. We could see him break out this year.
Yeah, that's always the exciting thing, seeing the players improve and seeing when they finally can break. I mean, every single year we're seeing some new players show up and dominate. And I'm interested to see how these players come out. Like now we're really paying attention to players. Like I feel like in the distant past, it was mostly Korean players that were just always winning. And now with all these other players coming out, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. We do have Sinner here being a little bit safe, getting his natural on the high ground. A little bit
Yeah,
worried.
I
Yeah.
wonder what made him do that. I guess because he doesn't see a third base yet, but it is. He'd be an early third base.
Yeah. Like typically you do that if like your opponent is going for a pull first to try and, make sure your natural doesn't get denied, but
Yeah.
yeah. He was
He's being
even
extra
keeping
safe.
he was even keeping his Reaper back at home a little bit before he sent it out.
Oh, he was trying to block the third, but he actually let the third get finished or get put down for some reason. He could have blocked it and came in with the Reaper and done some real damage there, but just a little bit of miss micro, I guess, here, or trying to save that SCV.
Yeah, I think he accidentally canceled that supply depot that he was making. I don't know.
Yeah, it was an accident. Maybe he was like trying to put down an engineering bay. I didn't see if it was an engineering bay or supply depot.
So Erik had a little bit of an economic advantage. His third was delayed a little bit by that SCV, so maybe it evens out.
Yeah.
But Sinner, I want to see what Sinner's doing. I want to see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna go for Bio? He's gonna go for 1-1-1.
Yeah. I mean, we pretty much always know what Erik's gonna do. He's gonna play standard. He's gonna play good, and he's gonna win.
Ooh.
Banshee coming out.
Yeah. Okay.
Erik's trying to go in for the scout here.
Exactly. This is the most important part. Right now, Sinner, he's trying to deny the scout. If Erik sees this, he's going to be completely fine. But
oh, that was a good block. He does have a lot of Marines out.
he
So I'm
does.
interested, like, is this gonna be a Marine Banshee push here, or maybe just leave the Marines at home defense? He's now going 4 gases, so he's definitely going mutas.
This is a weird build from Sinner because you're right. He has a lot of Marines, but he went 1-1-1, and there's no stim on the way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like typically you see like a 2-on-1 for this or something, or you see Hellions come out from the factories, but it's just
Yeah.
like pure Marine.
And they're gonna have no buffer, no medevacs, no stem,
No stim, no combat shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he like
And
starts something up right as they go across the map.
yeah, and he's keeping that tech lab on the factory as well, so he's pumping out tanks. Like it's gonna be an interesting push. Finally,
Here comes
he's
a switch. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking he would switch after the second Banshee. Oh, Reaper instantly goes down. No scout, no nothing. And a lot of looms here, but
oh, this Banshee coming in, it could even see the Spire.
oh, there's not even a score.
Yeah, because of the denied Overlord, right? Like this just completely catches Erik off guard. Gets 5 workers, maybe more. Gets the scout off as well. He knows exactly what he's playing against.
I feel like he should have stayed there and fought a little bit more.
Oh, but there's no spore here either. I thought it was being made at the same
playing
time.
pretty greedy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just straight up. Yeah, I'll get queens, I'll be fine.
I'll get 1 spore now that he has a Banshee. It's cloaked, I guess I'll get a 2nd spore.
Does he know who I am? I'm Erik.
Yeah, he's like, come on, this ain't nothing. And boom, 9 workers down. He's trying to go in for a Ling counter, but not working. He's sending a drone across the map. I don't know what that's all about.
It's scouting drone. It's just scouting.
He's not gonna send a Ling? I don't know. This had to be an accident, right?
More workers go down even. The Banshee, it came back into the main.
And come back.
Yeah,
the second one. And now he can only afford like 4 mutas.
Yeah.
Which is not enough to one-shot anything.
And they're already missile turrets. He's good.
Yep, and Sinner's gonna see this and know that he's like here.
Yeah. Sinner, he didn't pull an Erik. He didn't just get 1 missile turret at the natural, and that's it.
He's already gonna have his missile turret at the 3rd before the mutas ever pull up. That's 1 Ling. I don't think it'll even be able to deny that. A lot of Lings will be good here. Centrifugal hooks coming up. Yeah, I think Erik's gonna have to abandon the mutas and go straight for Banes. I mean, I guess try and get like a little handful of mutas out, just damage, since you already invested in Spire. But I don't think he's gonna full send on the mutas and just max out.
Yeah, again, these mutas shouldn't deal too much damage, but the Marines are getting pulled away from the 3rd. Meanwhile, the Lings are getting ready to run into it, so...
Nice bunker placement there, right by the 3rd. That was very smart.
Oh, I didn't even see those Widow Mines.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's super good. If you can put those Widow Mines right there for the defense, and then go get some units into the bunker, because those Lings will go for a Baneling bust here soon.
Yes,
as soon as Centrifugal Hooves is done.
Solid defense right now. He's got Widow Mines placed everywhere. He's got a bunker. He's got missile turrets. Oh, the mutas have to be careful.
Sinner's not looking too bad here. Oh, we should repair that.
Yeah.
Oh, and there goes the muta. There's nothing in the bunker. Just as I was complimenting his defense here, he went and showed me wrong. I thought he was going to put a couple units in that bunker, which he should. There he goes.
Again, not the worst though. He didn't lose any SCVs. He just lost mining time. So, best case scenario there.
I'd like to see him move those Widow Mines up. Yeah, there you go.
We go.
Right there on the side of the gas, yeah. Because those mutas were able to shoot the gas and get away before the completed, and the fire went off.
You want to call? Are you on like an Alpha X call with Sinner right now? Did he just hear?
Yeah, yeah, we're in a voice chat on the side.
So, oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he should be doing exactly this. Not losing this one.
Nice scan there by Sinner. Does see the 3rd as well as it's all like saturated. But now Baneling speed has finished. We've got Banes out on the map. We've got 1-1 coming in from Erik as well.
Yeah, he's actually going for +1 attack on the mutas and investing in more mutas. So I guess he's gonna try and just outnumber I guess a missile turret here, so that way you can go in with the Banes and the Lings and just snipe down any missile turrets in the back.
Yeah, it's very risky play, I will say, and I think it's it's good that Sinner, he's not underreacting, and he's getting Thors on the way as well, and that's going to do so well against the mutas.
Also, with this type of play, I think the mutas allow Erik to just completely expand because Sinner was forced to stay at home, and look, he already has 2 bases. I think he's double expanding right now. Yeah, he is.
That's a lot of hatcheries.
Yeah, but it got instantly scanned. Or I guess the other base didn't. The 4th and 5th base didn't get scanned. But he doesn't know that the 4th is coming up. So now Sinner has to react perfectly because Erik, he can pretty much just sit back and harass with the mutas and just macro up.
Exactly. So it's so important that Sinner scanned and saw that base coming up because it should pressure him to counterattack and deal some damage instead of leaving Erik alone to just macro up because he's being pretty greedy. He's throwing down all these bases. He's getting muta upgrades as well.
Infestation pit.
Yeah, like you can't.
Maybe Sinner could even take another base. I think that's the hard part. Sinner won't be able to secure another base, so he has to do something, which he would need to do some damage with an attack.
Oh, no, the Mines attached?
Oh, he moved the Widow Mines. Where'd they go?
I think
he has the Overseer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pick him off. I think that's why he originally had him back further. Because they can't get picked off if you scout them quick enough.
Some Marines get picked off by the Ling Bane.
There's a lot of bio there. He will be able to load up some medevacs with Widow Mines and Marines. I like that combo. It gets rid of everything. The Banes, the Lings, the Mutas. But he's setting up for a multi-pronged harass here. He's got a decent amount. Oh, the move out from Sinner.
Here we go. Finally, he's moving out. No tanks, though. Just pure Widowmine Marine.
Oh, he's going to catch his base out.
Yeah. And Sinner, he's making a decision right now. He's counterattacking. He's not coming home to defend.
Oh, man. Yeah, those mutas are going to start ripping everything.
Burrow
the Widowmine split. All right. Erik is just playing it safe. He's like, if I can just keep doing damage back at home, I'll be good. He's going down. Widow Mines are going to go off. He has to pick up quickly, and he did.
Oh, that was sick.
All his army alive. He actually did super good. The army supply. Look at the army supply. Holy crap.
Exactly. Oh, God, that's so many pains, sir.
Good splits here. That was definitely way more expensive for Erik than it was for Sinner. He was able to wipe out a lot of this bio. Erik was attacking, and Sinner was super deep on creep with that one, but those Widow Mines were played just perfectly.
Yeah,
I don't think Erik quite knew what to do there.
I'm just a little bit worried because even though he traded well against the army of Erik, he needs to deal some economic damage. He needs to pressure that 4th base and even kill it. But without Widow Mines now, it's going to be difficult to face this Ling Bane.
He does not need to push up on this creep. He has 2 Widow Mines, and it won't be enough. And he picks up the mutas will take it out, and I think everything here is going to go down. He's doing a little bit of micro. Actually, he holds pretty good, even keeping the Thors alive.
There are some Banelings that were just morphed in there, and they're coming in. And this is everything that Erik has right now.
Split. Those Banelings took out 3 Banelings, took out 1 Marine. He's even picking up the Thors like it's a warp prism and an immortal going on here. I can't even talk. This is so crazy to watch.
Split, part of the mines. Oh my God, he picks up the Thor again.
And the APM here and the micro here is turning my brain to mush. I can no longer
He's doing it. He's killing the 4th.
I love Erik, but I have never seen someone play as good as Sinner's playing right now, honestly, in one of these tournaments here. Sinner is just... Look how deep on creep he is. He's just so deep. He's not even taking out the creep. He's not scanning. He's not removing the creep. He's just pushing in, trying to do damage. His army's not coming home. They are all sacrificed.
Yeah, it does have to be careful, though. There are a lot of
Widow
Lings.
Mines. Okay, those Widow Mines do not do so much damage.
Yeah, the Widow Mines get wasted, and...
Oh my God, he made that so cost efficient. Look at all those medevacs on points each.
Exactly, that's the crazy part. He saved all his medevacs. He killed all the Mutalisks. He was able to kill the 4th.
He's barely now securing his 4th, though. It's a little late. He was trying to secure that before that battle even started.
Yeah, but now they're on equal bases, and if you're on equal bases against a Zerg, yeah.
Look at that. It's like saturating that. That's pretty good. He's going to drop the mules. I don't know how many mules he has. So there won't be any mules from that.
This is the important part where Erik, he's transitioning into Hive Tech. We need to see Ghosts and Liberators coming out from Sinner because his army is good, but Ultras can push through this. So you
have to end it here, which I don't know if you can. Ooh, a little bit of friendly fire there, but some good connects on the Widow Mines. Good splits here. Wow, I love his baneling splits. It is ridiculous here. But a lot of Corruptors out just to specifically go for those medevacs, leaving all this army here.
Yeah.
And good splits. He's actually doing a lot with these.
The ground army stays strong. And he could focus down the hatchery. He's fighting the Lings right now, though. And there's a drop coming down to the south at the same time. It looks like Erik playing this. He just manages to clean up that army. The Ultras are out, which is terrifying. But 3-3 is finishing up for Sinner.
He's also getting the pathogen gland, so he's going to be able to fungal growth the units. And I like his little composition here. He's going to have Corruptors and Ultralisks and Lings and Banes. So he just fungal growths anything. He can do the medevacs, he can do the Marines, and then the Corruptors or the Banelings or the Ultralisks will clear it up. I think Sinner's missing his opportunity here.
Yeah, something that's a little bit concerning is Erik. He is not getting his. There it is. Finally, 3-3 starts for Erik. His 2-2 finished a while ago, and I was like, "Where is it?" He finally starts it up, but he's pretty far behind when it comes to upgrades. Yeah. Sinner, he's already on 3-3.
He just got that. Ooh, that was a good Widow Mine, and there's only one Ultra. There's only a couple Banelings. Yeah, there's only one Ultra. Off creep, he's a no-go. He's just buying time. Widow Mines are still blasting. That's pretty good. Does not have the upgrade to.
Oh. Yeah, it has to be careful though. There is an infestor there, and a fungal growth could end this push, but there is also a drop happening to the south at the same time. The hatchery goes down.
Oh, the fungal growth on the entire army. And the Ultralist goes down, and they're even taking out the the Ling wall fungal growth. He gets out of there with some medevacs. Drop on that end does do a little bit of damage, but it is being held here for Erik. That was really good to take out that base.
That it was. It's keeping Erik on 4 bases. Yeah. This drop again, killing more and more workers. Sinner, he's dropping really well.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best, most cost-efficient thing for Sinner to do, but behind this, he was macroing up. His upgrades are up. He is now securing his 5th base. It's already fully saturated, and they're on even worker counts right now. Erik has maybe a handful of workers, 5, 6 more workers, but with the mules, that would put Sinner probably in the lead as far as income is going right now. So Sinner is sitting on a hefty economy, and I don't know if Erik can pull it off here.
Well, I love how aggressive Sinner is being, but again, now there are 3 Ultras. There are more and more Ultralists being popped out, and this army composition, I feel like it has a little bit of a time limit, but here we go, the Ultras are pushing in.
Though. He's just splitting everything, and all that splash damage is also hurting those full of energy infestors there. And the infestors want to get a fungal growth off on the army, but he's splitting and leaving marauders in the front to slow everything down as bait. Good fungal growth here, and these Ultralisks will take everything out here, leaving nothing. Widow Mine will barrow.
And the last Ultra
and there's nothing they can shoot but some Banelings, and this will be an efficient trade here for Sinner. Sinner's just styling on Erik.
He's going to get the infestor. He gets the infestor.
He got the infestor. I love how Sinner's playing here. Erik is also playing really good, though. He has not been out of this game yet.
Yeah. Again, though, Sinner, he's being a little bit stubborn. He's sticking with this army composition: Marine, Marauder, Widow Mine, and more
look at this. He's going for a Ling run by at the top, and Sinner is perfectly in position to defend this.
Yeah, he is in the area, so he should be fine against this, especially if he gets, oh, never mind, he doesn't have planetary up there.
All those mules, he needs to guard that like the president.
Yeah, he needs to protect it, and he does.
Yeah. Great play here by Sinner, putting down some roadblocks there, even putting down SCVs. Bunker SCVs, he should be good to defend that, but like you were saying, he needs something to close the game out. He needs some nukes going down. He needs some snipes coming out. What are they called? The disrupting
Liberator zones.
Liberators would be great here.
I just want
what it's called that the ghosts do that take energy away from those infestors.
EMP.
EMP. There you go.
Yeah. So Sinner, he's looking good. Things are kind of slowing down, which I wish that Sinner just kept going. Just kept pushing and pushing.
Yeah, he moved his army out at the wrong time right now. Going to his northern base. All he has is 1 bunker. He can't recall. He's gonna have to lift. He's gonna have to split here perfectly. 2 Banelings, just enough to take out all those SCVs, but they do not go for the SCVs. They go for the Marines. and splits here are perfect by Sinner.
Meanwhile, a scan goes down at the 4th. Sinner, he is moving towards the south, but there are ultras and infestors here. He has to be so careful about the fungal growths.
God, Sinner's splits are so amazing. Not the best fungal growth there, but it will get some units. And Sinner, yeah, he's doing pretty good here. He has a decent amount of Marauders, slowing down all these ultras. Widowmine's just doing so much damage, but these ultras do just kind of go right through him.
Exactly, the Ultralisk reigns supreme. None of the infestors went down either, so Erik cleans this up. There's still
Ling run by. It's only 3 Lings though. I think those SCVs should have attacked.
And Sinner, now he has to try and protect this south base, but the Ultras are coming in.
Bunch of fungal growths here. Oh, he does take out one full infestor with
kills all the Ultras.
Yep.
And he can chase down the infestors. Go for it. Go, chase him down.
You can't stem, there's no medevacs. You're out of energy. You're out of health, I should say. Ooh, he gets it. The little Widowmine chasing it down.
Hey. This game is crazy.
We're 20 minutes in. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first long game of the day. My computer went to second in the middle of it because I haven't touched my mouse in so long.
Meanwhile, the corruptors, though, they're pissing on the buildings.
Oh, no! You can't lift or keep it down, but all those Widow Mines, as soon as burr some Widow Mines around his base instead of leaving a bunker with a couple units, which he is doing. Because I think that's going to antagonize Sinner to come in and Corrosive Bile down again. Not Corrosive Bile, whatever the throw up spitting thing is. I'm terrible with names today.
Meanwhile, though, like, behind all this aggression, Erik, he has gotten his bases up and running. He got the lower south bases. He's trying to get that upper left-hand base as well. He's
hugely run by in the north.
Back. Oh, again!
Nothing was left.
All the infestors are left out in the open, though.
Oh no, this is just all over the place. Attacks going in the north. Lings were able to stop that entire production on that map, as well as the main army coming in here. 11 SCVs went down. Planetary Fortress is done up here, though, so the army will be pushed back. And now the Lings are looking to even go to the next base in the north, and they're getting so many SCVs. They're not going to attack the planetary, but they are going in for this here orbital command, and they're going to get more damage. This little guy is doing so much damage, as well as Marauder drop in the the natural base of Sinner, or Erik actually. It does get cleaned up, and that gives an opportunity for Sinner to push in the main.
But there's a lot of ultras here, there's a lot of banelings.
Getting us around. No fungal growth though, so no infestors for that. He is able to hold that back and push it back. One infestor. He's gonna go ahead and target fire down, and he gets it. How does he do this? He's figured it out to his science. I've noticed he always leaves 3 Marauders exactly. Oh, but that's a bad fungal growth there, and that destroys all of the army here. That's exactly what he was looking for.
And with that, I think Sinner, he's starting to run out of steam. Like, that was his big army, that big push. But
as well as 2 bases getting denied of mining. Slowly but surely.
Like, these Ling run-bines have been so annoying. They've been dealing so much damage for Erik, and you could argue that they're winning him the game. Like, they've just killed so many SCVs, forcing all of these CCs to up and lift off.
Erik now has double the worker count.
Yeah,
it's falling apart here. 13 Banelings coming in, 2 more Ultralisks. I think this is the beginning of the end. There was no transition whatsoever here from Sinner into any high tier units or anything different. It's just more of the same thing. Ooh, that was a good Widowmine connect, but I mean double the worker count here. Upgrades are pretty much all done here for Erik.
Sinner just needs to try and end the game with what he has right now. He needs to, I don't know, catch the infestors off guard and snipe them off again or something like that.
Dropping every single base.
Yeah.
1 medevac full units to every base.
Or maybe just buy some time to try and regain his economy. But here we have Erik moving in, just denying the base once again.
Float some barracks in to get the corruptor fire, throw some widow mines, pull the boys, split, and try and win this right here, right now. Because
there's a drop though, killing this hatchery. It's pretty good.
It'll be cleaned up quickly though. Or not. Or it will. Maybe it won't. It will. Or not. It came back. Yeah, it's looking rough for Sinner. He lost all those bases. Ooh, bad. Now he's playing catch up.
Yeah, has to be careful. There are a lot of exposed SCVs there, but
Couldn't bug him down right there.
Yeah.
That is a bold move here. Okay, he sees no army. He can go ahead and push in. Go on, man. Pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's no infestors here. Like, infestors are what makes Erik's army scary, but
Yeah.
it's just...
But with this many lings running by on every other base, Sinner's pretty much done right here. Once these lings find some work to do, he's going to have to pull a good portion of his army somewhere.
Yeah, he needs to just go in, you know, just...
Like, he's going to be like, oh, now everything I did was a... Oh, those 2 Widow Mines could have done so much damage.
Yeah.
So what's he doing? He's bringing his whole army back home?
Well, there's
No,
a drop coming home to try and help defend. Meanwhile, he is attacking that south base.
Now Liberators want to come out. Too little too late, man. Too little too late.
Oh.
And these lings are going to finish the game out.
Yeah, the lings are in the main.
Nothing to defend here on this production but a couple of units. Yeah, there's not much he can do here.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, he just needs to try and pull the trigger and
I think he's pulling the trigger right now down there, but really the trigger is just a whole bunch of Widow Mines. Yeah, he's trying to move up with his Widow Mines. I think he's just now cleaning up the links. I don't know how much damage they actually cause. This would be pretty good if he takes out this base, but it's pretty much mined out. Burrowed the links, that's funny, causing a scan. That base is pretty much mined out. 8 mineral patches left. Ooh, 4 mineral patches left, sorry. With 8 drones on it. And yeah, the full infestors here. All they need is a fungal growth right here. Sinner's gonna walk into his death. Fungal growth, okay, good little split there. Fungal growth only got 1 medevac, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, again, like, there's only 1 infestor here, so I think he only has one fungal growth left.
Overlord. Or Broodlords, I mean, that'll end the Widow Mine.
2
Which is nice. That's all he needs. 2 Broodlords and the Widow Mines are going to start.
Oof.
And friendly fire, and these Liberators automatically don't do anything because Erik's had the Corruptors forever.
Yeah.
And there's not much Sinner can do here.
Finally, the Broodlords are out, and they're starting to siege this base. And yeah, there's just no answer to the Broodlords, really. There's no... he's starting Viking production now, but it's a little bit too late for that, especially because they're already Corruptors.
Yeah.
Oh, but Sinner, he's rotating to the north. He's pushing at the upper base.
There's only a couple links here to defend. God, these bases are so oversaturated. Erik's not even worried about expanding. There's He's got to get out. Yeah, he got out of there. It was good destroying that base. I wish he would have just gone for the workers. There's like 30 workers on that base. He's just repairing. He's just repairing. He's just literally just draining his pockets right now.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact math on this, but he's literally just costing him a couple minerals.
The ultras.
And this is the trigger that was waiting to be pulled. Oh, he's actually going to pull back. I thought he might have been able to finish it out here.
To be fair, there's a lot of Marines here. There aren't any infestors. There aren't any banelings. Like, he could fight this. Like Sinner, he can fight. He can totally fight this.
Yeah, he's actually fighting. Wow. I don't know how he's pulling this off, but he's actually getting a lot of damage.
Erik just doesn't have the right units. Like, he doesn't have Oh, there's 1 Vocal Girth there. That's exactly what he needed.
Yeah, and he does have more Broodlords now. Queens for the transfuse on the Ultralisk, but he doesn't have any Marauders, so I don't know what he sees here. I like the Vikings now against the Ultralisks.
And the base is forced to lift off, and Sinner, like, he's trading pretty well, but you know, how much longer can he keep doing this?
Yeah, he's on like 2 base economy right now.
Yeah, he's struggling so much.
Erik's on 2 base economy.
He is.
Yeah, like the 1 base in the south, which is only down to 4 mineral patches, and the one in the like upper left-hand corner is also pretty dang low.
Yeah, that upper left is like the most important base for Erik, and if it gets dropped, like it'll be like so good for Sinner, and he's going for it. He's going for that left base.
Oh my god, this is huge. This is last mining base. He's gonna
go
for it.
For the drones.
Is he watching the stream? Did he hear me say go for the drones?
He's gonna get all the drones.
Oh my god, 24 drones. Either like I should start playing Terran or something, or I don't know.
Pick up, get out.
Oh, okay, nice. That is what brings him back in this game right here. I did not think this game was gonna be this close.
Yeah, like look at the supplies. Like they're both so close because they're both so broke. God. They don't have any money.
Yeah.
Sinner is long distance mining. Again, the worrying part are these ultras, that one infestor and these 3 broodlords. Like if somehow Vikings came in and sniped the broodlords, like it would change everything.
Right now, Sinner's actually way out mining Erik. He's getting 300 gas, like 800 minerals, something like that. And Erik's mining like 160 minerals, something like that. I don't know. I'm looking at the graph, but yeah, Erik's not mining nearly as.
Look, Erik, he's taking that base. It's right next to them.
Yeah, that's a good base to take. I think he has a nice position there, but oh, this army, there's no banelings, no money here for Erik. He's got no gas whatsoever.
Yeah, again, this army is pretty vulnerable for Erik. It's just that one infestor with that fungal growth that can just change.
I think what it comes down to is he's got 3 queens here and the transfuses. Wow, and Sinner's taking that base. Look at all the energy on that. It can rain down with a whole bunch of those things there. But it looks like Erik's gonna go for the attack now in the main.
Yeah, he's pushing out in the south.
Oh god, Vikings coming down, Marines are trying to kite, fungal growth goes down, and Erik's even pulling back now. Erik can't afford to lose this army as much, but if Erik breaks this and he goes through, he will be able to destroy everything. Wow, and good surround on the Lings. It seems like Erik should be able to break through, but I do not know which way to go.
Yeah, there's only 2 ultras left.
It looks like Erik broke through, but he can't seal the deal with the planetary fortress there and the reinforcements coming from Sinner. Now Sinner's got a good economy here, but he lost a lot there.
Oh, I like this position though. He gets to hit these workers. Yeah. Meanwhile, there are Ling run-bys, and there's Lings in the main as well. Somehow they went all the way around and made it in.
Oh my god, just 3 of them.
Yeah.
So now Erik is actually they're kind of even on gas income. Sinner, however, is making more mineral income right now with that base secured that hasn't been spotted in the north. It is now about to be spotted here by Erik, I believe. Sending a drone to a pretty risky spot, and the Ling scout it. There's just action all over the map. We are now hitting the 31-minute mark, and Erik takes the game. I think Sinner had a slight chance there, but he did find his last mining base, and that was the longest game of the tournament so far. GG, game number 1. Who would have thought? Longest game, and it wasn't the TVT.
GG. That was so close. There were so many moments where Sinner could have won that game. He was so close.
That was a match. That was a match of StarCraft, ladies and gentlemen. You are, in fact, watching.
Jesus Christ.
That was a long match.
Oh my god. And again, Sinner, I feel like to be honest, if he was I think he could have dropped more. All the corruptors were down to the south. If he was hitting that left-hand base and then picking up and then going into the natural, or going into the main.
Once he hit that, he should have picked up and gone in the main.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like he could have definitely done more harass like that because
I guess it's not common anymore. But if he did go for some nukes, that's always a pain to have to look out for. Constantly looking for nukes.
But GG, well played.
Well, imagine if he could have sniped a couple of those ultralists. That would have changed the game completely.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He needed to go so badly.
Yeah.
He needed his own energy units, you know?
Yeah. Or if he could EMP some of those fungal growths away.
Exactly. It would have completely changed so many of those fights if some EMPs got off.
Yeah, it would have changed the game completely. I guess we'll just have to see if he If he changes it up here, I really wish he done something to change it up. He fought good though. That was like neck and neck, blow for blow.
Yeah.
That was a really close match. Into the 32-minute mark, still coming down to like barely. But I don't know. I feel like Erik quit a little early. I mean, Sinner. He still he was still mining more.
I kind of agree. Like he totally could have kept playing. Especially with like because of all his CCs with mules. Like he could have tried to edge it out.
But yeah, at the same time, those Ultralisks, he didn't have any answers. So even with the income advantage, he couldn't outproduce.
Yeah.
Man, what a game one. Well, here we are, ladies and gentle folks. It is game number 2 in this best of 3 series. And here we are playing for Alpha X in the top right-hand corner. It is the blue Mexican Terran giving Erik a run for his money. It is none other than Sinner.
Meanwhile, here in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, up 1-0 in this best of 3.
Yeah.
Best of 3? Yeah, best of 3 series. He is representing Black Knight Gaming, as well as the land of Brazil. It is Erik.
I forgot Erik was Black Knight Gaming.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some news did come out a couple of days ago about Black Knight Gaming. They are closing their esports division over the next couple of days due to the coronavirus, unfortunately. As you know, because of the coronavirus, a bunch of like a bunch of offline events were canceled, and things like that. So yeah, unfortunately, like it's not just StarCraft for them. It's like
with no audience at IEM.
Yeah. So they're closing their CS:GO team, StarCraft, Rocket League, So that is a shame. Just announced like 2 days ago, I think.
So what does it mean when they close? Like, do they have a station where everyone meets up or what? I don't quite know how that works. What is it closing? Like they're having tournaments that they're not doing anymore?
No, as in like because they're they have team like they have players on salary, so like they're not letting their players go.
Laying off the players.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And the notable players for Black Knight are like Erik or Hero, things like that. So, bit of a shame, this 2020 hasn't been the best for esports, but
I mean, we got the best news ever for StarCraft. We have 3 more years of StarCraft, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the easiest 3 years of StarCraft.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this map pool.
Zen is staying in. We got islands again. What's going on?
So if you would have told me months ago Zen's going to be the best map in the map pool, I would have told you are nuts. You belong in a loony bin if you think that Zen is the best map in the map pool.
Would have laughed in your face.
Yeah. Here we are. I'm just like, just pick Zen. Zen is fine. Anything else is a no-go.
Oh, God.
But we are here on Everdream.
I
assume it's a plant because every map is named after a plant.
I'm sure it is. And already Sinner playing completely differently to game number 1. If you recall, he went very marine heavy, this time going for Hellions and scouting out this early Roach Warren.
Yeah, this is quick roaches here for Erik.
Very fast roaches are coming out.
At all, but
exactly, we haven't.
Super quick roaches.
This could end. Erik, he's pushing out across the map. Sinner, he is working on a tank, so that tank will be coming out as soon as possible, and he'll have to siege it up. And he's gonna have to try and buy as much time as he can for it.
Let me know, Sinner picked this map, and Erik hates it. So he's gonna be able to morph in 2 Ravagers, which isn't enough to bow down anything really.
Oh, the tank is up though.
One more. Tank is out. Siege bunker is up. He's gonna bow down the bunker. What's left of it? He needs to morph in 1 more Ravager so we can roast bow down that tank there.
And he's gonna pull the boys as well. Uh,
Oh, I don't
does
know
he
if that's
have
the right call.
enough? Maybe he takes down a couple of roaches, but he's
He
gonna
doesn't
focus
have
down the
enough.
tank.
That's
Oh, the Hellions
GG.
come from behind.
Oh, he's gonna corrosive ball down everything left. Supply
Yeah.
block him. Well, he needs to pull the trigger here. He needs to just go right in there and corrosive ball down the whatever it's called.
Yeah, a cyclone pops out.
He just
It's
let him run
first-
through with this for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, if he would have done that from the start, he would have been fine. Ooh, repairs coming. Another round of corrosive balls that should take out a good majority of these SCVs.
He's keeping the tech lab alive.
Wow, this is actually a really good hold from Sinner. I think Erik underplayed it a little here. He should have gone straight for the kill, but he went back for some SCVs and some Hellions, and this was held.
Yeah.
Wow, Erik, you had it.
I think he thought he had it too. I think he was like,
he got
"Alright."
a little overconfident. He's like, oh, I destroyed this. Let me get some SCVs. Let me get this. Like, no, dog. You should have just gone in there, corrosive ball down the supply depots, gone for the factory or tech lab, whatever it's called.
As soon as the tank went down, he thought he'd won, and to be
Yeah.
fair, it was looking really good for him. But Sinner just held on long enough for that cyclone to finish, and now
Yeah.
he's pushing out across the map.
That was a good call to get that cyclone out super early.
Yeah. And what is there here for Erik? There's Lings and a single roach. All right, two more
Okay, there's
roaches
a
come
couple
up.
roaches.
Yeah.
This will be easily kited though by Sinner here.
the
He'll be able to do
cyclones.
some major damage. 3 queens coming in, and I think these Hellions are going to tank a lot of the damage unless Erik does some good micro here. But I guess as soon as you
Yeah.
can back off. He said, I got Lings, I got roaches. Who cares?
Erik does force him back and does hold quite nicely. He's got a lot of minerals, actually. He's banking up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Baneliness, layer, roaches, drones. I don't think that was on purpose. I think maybe he's just busy.
Yeah. I think there's just a lot going
that's a
on
big
here.
push.
Yeah, the queens are gonna go down, maybe. Do keep
Gotta
each other
save that
alive.
one nice micro there, pulling it back, but it gets caught, and he takes out one of those air cyclones, and that does kind of take a little bit of the wind out of the sail. Everything's a little weak here. Another cyclone getting caught out. He's gonna try and micro it, but he's not microing it far back enough. Another cyclone goes down, taking the count from 3 to 1 as another one joins, puts him back up to 2. Spire coming down.
Hey, we were talking about it. Erik, he just loves his mutas. He just goes for them whenever he can. And these
He has a lot
mutas,
of money. I think he's gonna use the money to get a whole bunch of.
And here we have Sinner trading pretty efficiently. He's doing well with this battle mech style. He's getting a third behind this as well. But again, those mutalisks are a little bit worrying. They could just straight up end the game if Sinner isn't ready for them.
Yes, Sinner's not going to be able to see this coming. He does not have any defense. He does have the little what's it called, engineering bay coming up, so he will be able to put down some defense. Good block here by Erik, though. No vision being had here by Sinner. He's gonna have no idea. And oddly enough, this is the first mech of the evening, given all the Terrans we've seen. First mech play. Little SCV there for the repairs.
Yeah.
So I don't know how good these mutas will do against this mech play, because Cyclones are pretty good against mutas.
Yeah, it depends how many mutas come out in the first wave, because Cyclones can do well against mutas in low numbers.
Yeah,
and
it comes down to who has the higher numbers. These roaches are getting wrecked.
Yeah, they're getting just played around with, really. Just going around in circles, just getting sniped off one at a time.
It's like an animal playing with its food before eating it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good there for Sinner. Lings are a good addition, but I don't think he'll be able to find the damage he's looking for. He needs to go for those SCVs. If he can take out like 5 or 6 SCVs right now, Sinner is actually ahead in workers on top of the mules he is dropping from his 3 bases.
Oh, but the surround
sandwich here coming in. Link joining. Oh, and he's going to take out all. That was
does.
not what Sinner was looking for. GG! Erik takes game number 2 quicker than expected. Well played by Sinner. That was an unfortunate ending.
I mean, the mutas didn't even come into play that game.
Yeah, he was making mutas and roaches, and somehow just won with the roaches. That was rough. Eggs is still playing.
Eggs is playing Zerg. Dude, let's hop in. Let's hop in.
Let's hop in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Game 3 about to start.
Okay. Shout out to Darky, man. He's always on top of it. He's cool. Cool peeps. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a good admin.
He's a good admin. Great. He's a great admin. He's a cool guy.